Welcome to, I don't know what this podcast is yet. And welcome to the 5 listeners that probably all work for me. We have Whitney Johns here.
Hello, all you 5 listeners.
Yes.
Yep. No, we're gonna be flooding people to this podcast.
Damn right. We're gonna have at least 10 by the end of the week.
We're gonna have so many good moments and nuggets in here. People are gonna, it'll
be good.
At least in size.
At least double. That's what I'm looking for. All right. How are you? First of all, a lot's been going on.
Is this even?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not our job.
Is this my job? This is my job.
Does it sound good?
Can you hear me?
Good.
Peas and carrots. So, I'm good. Yeah. It's been really busy.
I can see that.
It's been very busy. I can't complain. It has definitely been a lot of like events and activations, and we just had this new product launch for the gut health straws. So that's been a lot of work, but a lot of fun work. It's been like cool opportunities, and we're just grinding. Yeah.
You and Chris both seem to be.
We've been like traveling a lot, and it's been a little bit crazy. I finally was like, okay, I'm canceling everything in July.
Yeah. So
I cannot. I mean, at least traveling wise. I thought I was going to have some downtime, but turns out my schedule just never has downtime. Do we ever really actually slow down?
No.
As adults?
No.
Humans? Like, it's like we just keep saying, well, I'll just wait till this one chapter where it can slow down finally, and then it's like gets busier. I do that
consistently.
Yeah.
I always say, like, tell my wife, we'll start traveling like once I get to a certain point. And
she's like, you're never at that point.
Figure out like, shit, I'm just
waiting
wasted,
for
like,
the point.
30 years of my life getting to the point that I'm never going to get to.
Literally.
Yeah. Because we're never satisfied.
Yeah, right? You got to keep it moving. 100%. But also it's like we do have to take these moments to force ourselves to slow down.
Yes. Stay in the present. And I agree with you for sure. So you just released the gut health straw. The gut health straw.
Yeah. That's our newest product of the line. This is basically the whole lineup of Whitney Jones Nutrition, but we put it in our drinks today.
Yes, we did.
It adds a little like lemony, sweet. I'll have you try it in just water too. I have a box.
That's probably a good call. Yeah. With the Red Bull and all the other stuff going on.
There's a lot of things happening in there.
There's a lot going on.
You're like, I'm not sure I like it, but
good. Because I can taste the lemon.
It's anything that has a good lemon flavor profile to it, like any cocktails, smoothies, teas, anything, it actually goes really, really good. Teas are, it's so good. And it's so basically how it works is the straw, in the lining of the straw, there are prebiotic fiber. There's 4 grams of prebiotic fiber. Okay. There is 60 billion CFU probiotics of a very strong, clinically proven strain of probiotic that we selected because it actually has that survivability to make it to your intestines and actually do the work and actually give, replenish your gut before it's broken down by stomach acid and bile. A lot of probiotic products on the market, they break down before they even get to where they need to go. Right. So you're wasting your money. But this is kind of a cool, unique delivery system. It also has licorice root, which is really good for like if you have, acid reflux. It's also a nice little natural sweetener. There's a lot of healing properties to licorice root. There's some turmeric. So it's just good. It's sweetened with monk fruit. It makes your beverage taste good, but it's also your fun way of having that daily dose of fiber and probiotics. It's making something not sexy at all kind of fun.
That's actually fair.
You don't have to take pills and powders. You know how it is with your clinic, like trying to get people to get on a supplement regimen and a peptide regimen where they're having to inject things and they're having to take things religiously, sometimes twice a day. It can be really tough to get people to actually want to stick to that. Yeah. And so we wanted to find this cool delivery system that was like enticing and it would just simplify the gut health routine. It's also great for travel and all of that. Yeah.
For sure. When I heard of it, I was like, how does this work?
Yeah. Most people are like, a straw? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then they try it and then it actually like gets things moving in a great way and you just have more energy and you know how I'm so geeked out on gut health as are you guys. Yes. You guys are very much into that and with It helps regulate your hormone health. It helps with your brain health. It's all the things that you guys are working with people every day to maximize their results and optimize their wellness. Well, gut health is a huge part of that picture, if not one of the most important parts, in my opinion. So, but I love the brain health. I love the hormone health. We have all the things. Yeah. But I think that you guys came from the fitness bodybuilding world, kind of started there, right?
Where we started. I would say my parents were always into the fitness industry. We owned gyms when I was younger. I mean, I remember when I was super young, living in Florida, my mom had like a built out gym in the pool house, infested with cockroaches.
Oh, wow.
Because back in the day, it used to be like pipes were how they would make the equipment. So they would just hide in the pipes. Super gross. But nice. I do remember super young. That's kind of how I was introduced to it. I mean, I was pretty much born into that environment.
So fitness, bodybuilding, all that.
Yeah, bodybuilding was later when I decided like that's what I wanted to do. And then I got my dad into it. And then the whole family kind of joined. Yeah.
Well, and even coming from that world, that's my background too, is I was always in fitness. I was a trainer in LA for a long time. I started competing in bodybuilding. I went pro in bodybuilding.
Actually.
Yeah, I competed for MPC and WBFF. Yeah. I got my pro card at WBFF.
Were you bikini?
I was bikini. And then when I went to WBFF, it was a better organization for me because they had that in between category, the fitness model category, where it was like it still embraced all the muscle. It still embraced. I was a little bigger than you needed to be for bikini because I have a lot of muscle and naturally, but I also wasn't big enough to go up to physique, right? So I wanted to find this middle ground, and WBFF had that kind of perfect hybrid between the two that was just way better for me metabolically. Because after I competed in other categories, I had horrible hormonal damage. I had metabolic damage from the overtraining and the extreme measures, and it was a really eye-opening experience for me. I think everybody should compete at least once if you're into fitness and if it's something that you want to do. I think it's a beautiful, exercise in committing to something, having a deadline, showing up, facing some fears, getting out of your comfort zone, and you learn so much about your body. However, I also saw a lot of people that would, you'll see a lot of bodybuilders that will compete and then they blow up afterwards because of that harsh extreme measures, overtraining, shortcuts, a lot of health products and fitness products that are marketed as these health products and nutrition, but they are terrible for like your hormone health, your metabolic health. It's like backfiring on you. And so that's when I was like, I really want to come to the market that nurtures all of these things like the hormone health, brain health, gut health, so that you can have those staples in place in order to really sustain your results. Like otherwise, what's the point of doing all this work if you just yo-yo back to sometimes a worse version of what you were before because you took all these shortcuts? Let's nurture these health markers so that you can keep them. And that's why I love working with you guys, because you guys literally, that's your whole spiel, is to help people do that.
Yes, we definitely are here to support for sure.
Yes.
So with your products, you kind of, have you just done like one product at a time and just kind of release, because you seem very, very dialed into what is in your product. Like you take the time and it seems like you find the formulation that works the best. Obviously working with people that can develop that. You seem incredibly intelligent and resourceful.
Thanks. Go on.
Yes, I'll just keep
on.
And resourceful on like finding quality products to put into the supplements.
Yes.
So has it been like one at a time that you've?
No. So we've had, when we first initially started, we had the nitric oxide booster, which is amazing. It's the active nitric oxide booster, and the hormone support.
Which, can I ask, the nitric oxide booster, why do you not have niacin in it?
I'm not a huge fan of niacin. Okay. So what I did with my partners that helped me develop they handle like, the manufacturing, they handle the logistics, the fulfillment, they help with the formulations, they help connect me with, they had some existing formulations that were killer. I'm not a big fan of niacin. I make my own adjustments to make these products my own.
For sure.
And then, the Brain Activate gels, that was my baby. The gut health straws, that was totally my baby. So it was in tandem with this, my partners that helped me develop the products. But I also wanted to, do it in my own way. So I myself am a little bit sensitive to niacin, and I know a lot of people that are, and that it can make you feel like sometimes people don't feel great when they have a little niacin. So for me, I was like, and we did clinicals on this formulation. What's the efficacy? It was amazing. So it was like, we didn't even really need niacin at that point. Yeah. But that's a great question. And I know a lot of the nitric oxide boosters do. And to get that pump, sometimes that can be, adds. Yes, it definitely adds and can expedite. I think it depends on exactly what you're looking for. I feel like you can find niacin in like a pre-workout.
Oh, 100%.
You could find a niacin. Yeah. It's a good complement as like a daily staple. Ours is meant for like a daily continual dosage. So, but it's pretty insane. I never really understood how important nitric oxide production was until I got into this product line. Sure. And it was like, oh my God, even just the blood flow issue, the recovery, the circulation, your inflammation levels as a result of all of those things. And it's really, I think, isn't that why they call it the miracle molecule? Because it really does help so many functions in the body.
Blood flow it affects literally everything. You decrease your blood flow, you decrease cognitive function. Everything is regulated. Your
sexual function. Huge. I didn't actually know this. This is a fun fact. Okay. Speaking of sexual health. So if you have erectile dysfunction and you take the blue pill or Viagra, do you know that if you take that pill and you still don't have proper nitric oxide function,
that it won't be
effective? It won't even work.
I did not know that.
Isn't that rude?
Yeah.
I feel bad for these people that don't understand that it's like, okay, let's start with nitric oxide production, your natural ability for the body to produce, and then take that Viagra.
I get
whatever you got to do, but like you can't. There's functions in the body that are required. You can't. There's not a shortcut for everything.
Sure. So nitric oxide as a whole is formulated in the body. Is that what you're saying?
It's produced. Yes.
It's produced in the body using nitric oxide as the molecule is formulated. Because you can get nitric oxide from multiple things, right?
Yeah.
Because your formulation obviously increases nitric oxide, right? But niacin would do the same thing. There are other things that would increase that as well.
Things like beets, like beet products,
right. So
certain foods.
What is happening in the body, regardless of all of those vitamins and minerals, that creates the nitric oxide? Or what does our body do?
Keeping your body in motion, keeping your things like lymphatic health, circulation, like natural ways to boost that pump of circulation and blood flow. Activity, exercise, the right foods, things like beets, even like certain meats are really high in nitric oxide. Okay. Turkey, chicken, certain red meats, leafy greens help with that as well. But if you're deficient in all of these areas, it is like your body is very stagnant.
Got it.
The people that lose blood flow and they have edema and all this stuff, it's all working together in tandem with your lymphatic system and your circulatory system. They feed one into another.
Makes sense.
So I think.
So nitric oxide is essentially just a byproduct of specific things happening. And if those things aren't happening, then it won't be produced.
Right.
And at some point in time, you'll be so deficient, like those sedentary people, people that don't eat right, which typically go hand in hand.
Heart disease.
They just don't have that
capability. That pump isn't going, right? And so it again, like you said, affects so many functions of the body.
100%. From
your brain to your toes.
Yeah. I didn't realize that there were so many things that can essentially create the nitric oxide within the body. I didn't realize it was a byproduct.
And that's one of the reasons why just exercise, even just exercise alone is so important.
Vasodilation.
Yes.
It makes sense now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I just take the pills typically,
Well,
and I don't think about it.
Exactly. But you're also living a healthy lifestyle on top of it. So, you know, but even for high performers, so we sponsor a lot of fighters at Whitney John's Nutrition. Yeah. We're big on supporting fighters and just what they put themselves through to get to that level of competition. It is extreme. Yeah. Oftentimes for no money, hardly any. Oftentimes. You know, they are literally fighting their life away.
It is the most, we could go on a whole tangent. It's the most ridiculous. And Brandon Gertz and I talk about this all the time because we do like a side podcast. We talk about it all the time. It's the weirdest industry. Yeah. The weirdest sport. Mm-hmm. It's so
baffling. Extreme. It's so extreme. And it's so, you know, and I've gotten a firsthand look at it. I've also fought a couple of times.
I was going to say, aren't you fighting again?
I'm not fighting again.
You're not?
I might. Who knows? I don't know. I got a call the other day.
People talk. So
who knows? Okay. I've had an offer or two come my way, and I'm like, I'm 38 years old. Goddamn, these bitches are 20.
Well, that's true.
A lot of these girls, I'm like, and you know, like I feel like the training is so intense. Yeah. I did 2 professional fight camps, but then to see, you know, like my fiance and like so many of our fight team members and friends and it's like day in and day out, they are training in this way to this level. So I just have a lot of respect for them and I want to help support them in whatever ways that we can. So one of the favorites is with the fighters is the nitric oxide booster where they were, because what happens with our cardiovascular uptake, like the oxygen uptake for your cardio is insane how much improved it can be, including like your actual VO2 max levels. We've tested fighters like VO2 max before, 6 weeks later, 4 weeks later, here what it's looking like, and it can jump massively. Just their ability to produce more oxygen and that performance is so cool to see.
So long term, there's a huge
uptick. and at least while we haven't, you know, while they're taking the supplements, like it is a daily use. I always recommend doing like maybe a 90-day cycle and then cycling off for maybe 3 weeks and then going back on it. But while they're on it, we are seeing such a huge improvement. Yeah. So I'm always like, look, fight camp, take this shit.
100%.
Just put it in your mouth. Yeah. You will perform so much better.
And I can imagine the recovery is going to be 10 times better.
The recovery is so much better.
Because you have the glycogen uptake, which is going to improve with obviously the vasodilation and the efficiency. I mean, there's so many factors.
Your speed, your strength, your performance. For bodybuilders, they are obsessed with the pump that it gives them. Yeah. And you can pair it obviously with other, you know, like niacin-based pre-workouts and
oddly enough, I don't know if I can necessarily, or if I should say this, but
say it.
I take
you have to.
tadalafil, like 5 milligrams of tadalafil before workouts.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
It's Cialis.
Oh.
It's like the generic version.
Okay. Walking around with a boner.
No, it doesn't work like that. See, I thought that.
He's at the gym just like, hey, ladies, I'm over here doing thrusts.
Exactly. I'm doing hip thrusts over here. Just ignore me.
As a pre-workout.
Oh, it's awesome.
Is that right?
So, because it's not.
This is news to me. I didn't know this was a
thing.
Oh,
I'll tell guys all the time. They're like, well, I do this weird thing for, and I'm like,
you're like,
well, you could do daily dose tadalafil, and they're like, well, I don't want to walk around with an erection all day. Right. And I'm like,
isn't that what happens?
That's not how it works.
No,
because it's not just blood flow to one area.
Right.
It's blood flow. I mean, nitric oxide's going to work the same way.
Yes.
If you're wanting to do it,
I'm getting you a bottle of this.
I want to do it with it.
And I'm going to, he's definitely going to have a hard on. Yeah. Just kidding. It's just 4 hours. He's like, I have to go to the hospital.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm over the 4-hour mark. They say on the commercials I can't do that.
That people were doing that before for the pump aspect.
Yeah. There's companies
guys,
that are doing that.
You can take active nitric oxide booster without taking.
Along with the 5
or
milligram.
in lieu of.
Say that again for the camera. Make sure we get it real nice.
Yeah.
Guys, you don't have to resort to Viagra before your workouts. Take the active nitric oxide booster. Let me help you.
Then take 10 milligrams of tadalafil along with that, and it will help extremely well.
I did not know that.
It's crazy.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
I had no clue about that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool though. Thing. But so then you know what the blood flow issue, like it is a staple. And a lot of people are
100%.
just completely unaware of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Or I have a lot of clients because I'm a trainer. I train people on their fitness and their nutrition. And I'll have a lot of clients that will literally be working because I'm like, we'll do a coaching call, check in. I feel like I'm not really getting any results. I'm feeling really flat. I'm still feeling, like the definition is just not there. And they're doing everything right.
Yep.
They're in the calorie deficit. They're hitting their protein goals. They're working out 5 times a week, lifting heavy. And a lot of it comes down to supplementation or peptides. That's where I send a lot of people your way, where I'm like, listen,
for the peptides,
go get your blood work.
Yeah.
Do this supplement protocol that I recommend, but also let's look at your blood work and let's see what Alexium says about it and where are you deficient.
Yep.
I also really like your genetic testing as well.
Yeah.
That was really interesting and eye-opening for me. Yeah.
I don't know. I literally talked to my father about this yesterday. I'm like, I don't know how to use it yet. It's intriguing for people. So as like an acquisition standpoint, I think it's probably something we should lean into because people are like, genetic tests. I want to know everything.
Totally.
And it's like, yeah, but does it really matter? Like, I know there are certain
propensities
there's certain
based
things,
on
like obviously methylation,
mutations.
like, are you able to methylate or are you not? Like, that's a big thing. I think everyone should take methylated vitamins personally. Yeah. But
that was one of my things.
Yes.
What you guys talked to me about. I was like, don't just take regular B12
Don't
and B vitamins.
Exactly.
You will. That is almost toxic to your system if you have a methylation issue.
If you have a methylation issue, yeah.
I think obviously the genetic aspect is a huge piece of the puzzle, but I also think your current blood work paired with
the gut,
a perspective on the genetic mutations that you might have, what propensities you might have, and then paired with your gut health and optimizing the hormones based on your blood work.
Sure.
And there's gut testing that you can do also, like your gut microbiome changes
100%
all the time.
It does.
So like I would tell people, get a food allergy test or food sensitivity test like every 6 months or a year, because your environment is changing. And I didn't realize how important like the like your food sensitivities were until I had like all of this weird stuff going on, all these weird symptoms, inflammation, chronic pain, all this stuff. And my hormones were fine.
Yeah.
And then I went and I did a really fun gut test where you do the stool sample yourself.
Which one did you do?
I did Viome. I've done Viome, and then there was another company.
Because that's a swab, right?
No, Viome was full on. You're shitting in a bucket.
You haven't done our new one, right?
I don't think so.
No.
Wait, you guys have one now?
So yeah, we officially launched it. Yes, that's the big breakthrough right now.
That's a big deal.
We're doing. So we're using Vitrac is our
Vitrac.
Yeah, okay. Vitrac they're out of Canada. Small company. They're specific to providers.
Saliva?
No, it's a stool sample, but it's a swab.
Okay.
So it's much easier. Oh.
So you're not like...
You're not scooping. You could actually just like...
Because there is a scoop. It's not fun.
Yeah. So I've never done any of the other ones. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Which is honestly why I've never done...
Most people are so turned off. And like, I'll tell clients, I'm like, just do it. Like, it's not that bad. Yeah. And they're like, this is disgusting. I'm not doing it.
Like GI mapping, all of that. Fantastic tests. I think a little too in depth for the average person, but fantastic tests. But the Vitrac one is like, take the toilet paper, swab it, and you're done.
Oh, that's way
like it's
better.
So minimal.
Okay.
So minimal.
And it will. What does that test provide?
Everything.
It will tell you your food sensitivities.
It'll do more than Viome. So the food sensitivity thing it's kind of skewed. Like your food sensitivities are going to be acute. Mm-hmm. Literally acute, like to whatever you're eating. So if you eat chicken every single day, chicken is probably going to come back as a sensitivity, especially if your gut is messed up.
Like if you're over eating something.
Just in general, yeah. What if whatever you eat on a consistent basis is going to, like red meat for me would probably pop as a sensitivity because I eat it constantly. Like I'm a huge red meat person.
Right.
So it's one of those things like, well, we need to fix the gut and determine, is that actually a sensitivity at all?
Function of the gut.
So a sensitivity would be more like, hey, let's ensure like we haven't missed anything on the sensitivity side now that your gut is healthy. And like you said, the gut changes consistently. So it's not going to be a, one-time test, fix it, it's done. Like you never have to think about it again. I mean, it's based off of, the diversity of food that you eat.
Yeah.
The supplements that you take. There's a lot of things that obviously contribute to gut health.
Yeah, because I know the first time I took one of those tests, it was like, okay, it was things I was eating like almost every day.
Yeah.
Like almonds, spinach, cucumber,
you're like,
lemon.
Of course.
I'm like,
that's why I'm having all these issues. And then they take all those out.
And then when you take them out,
replace it with something else.
Yeah.
That then becomes a sensitivity.
It can
according
change.
To the test.
Yeah. It's tricky. Like, I don't even know how those tests actually, how they get the data that they do. Like, what is the determining factor to differentiate? Like, this is a food sensitivity versus not. But it does make sense where it's like, if your gut isn't functioning properly, regardless,
that's key.
Everything's agitating it.
That's key.
Everything you're eating is not being assimilated properly, and your nutrients are not being assimilated into your system correctly because your gut has it's the inability to break this down.
Exactly.
So, but I think it is, and that's why it's like, well, maybe you need to be told to stop eating chicken every fucking goddamn day.
Well, and that's true. Like, and that's a fair statement.
Let's broaden the spectrum of micronutrients, and I think it's like good. It's good to like be aware of having that diversity in your gut,
100%.
And also a diversity of probiotics. Like here, we have a great strand. It's clinically proven. I have all the faith in the world in it. But also, you need a variety of other probiotic strands. So you also need to be, if you're taking a probiotic supplement, cool, get a gut test, see which ones you're deficient in. Some of the gut tests can actually tell you, okay, you need more of this type of bacteria in your gut. You are, or you're way over, you have an overgrowth of this type of good bacteria and probiotic. So if you continue taking a probiotic that only has one strand, not a lot of diversity, you're actually like continuing this imbalance.
Exactly. You're making it worse.
So
by buying the probiotic off the shelf at King Soopers. It's the most frustrating thing, actually.
But also, there's a lot to be said about supplementation, but also your nutrition.
Yep.
So you need a variety of healthy gut, naturally occurring probiotics in your diet. So things like fermented foods and the kefirs and yogurt and, kombuchas. Yep. It's like you need both. We can't just always rely on taking a pill or a supplement. Yes, they're great to help supplement your lifestyle, but it's also like you really do have to dial in your nutrition.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I love that. That's your take on it. Especially owning a supplement company, that's hard to determine well, there's supplementation, which is in the word supplementation, and it's not a instead of.
Right.
Which is what people do.
Yes.
Because everyone's looking for, you and I have had the conversation. We're busy constantly. Like,
no, it's true. I mean, you have to have both. You have to have the combination, the lifestyle, then the diet, and then the supplementation. It's like all part of the puzzle.
Agreed.
It'd be nice to have like the magic pill. Wouldn't we all love that?
The magic pill. Because I don't actually like eating. It's like the worst thing ever.
I love it.
But I would get super skinny if I ate how I would want to eat, which is like I wouldn't eat.
You're just force feeding yourself rice and
all
chicken
the time.
And bodybuilder meals.
Well, not anymore. Now I get what I actually want to eat.
And you still hate it?
Yeah, I don't like food.
I love eating is like the joy of life.
I'm not a foodie at all.
Oh my God.
I know.
He hates America.
I don't.
Have you ever had like a ribeye steak?
Oh yeah. No, I love certain foods. I love certain foods, but I'm not the type of person that's
it's just like more of a chore for you.
It's more of a chore.
Were you like the kid that just was playing all day and would not even come inside because
definitely not.
Not, but just starving yourself? Are you anorexic?
Yes. I have an issue. That's what we're here to talk about, actually. No, I don't know what it was. I just never really ate.
It's just a chore for
you. My
you.
dad's the exact same way. Him and I, when we got into bodybuilding, like actually serious
it's
about
a real chore to eat there.
Yeah. I mean,
you're
when
shoveling
we got into
down
it was just
3,000 to 4,000 calories
and then I became a foodie.
Clean food. It's not even like the fun food. You're just like
it's
more
awful.
rice, oats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
then I loved food at that point because I'm like, anything but this would be fantastic. But yeah, it was it's been a chore for me my entire life. I would love that magic pill that would just like, hey, I can pop it in. It gives me the calories I need. It gives me the macronutrients I need, and I can continue to go about my day.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. But
it is like a full-time job.
Like it is.
I am like the hungriest girl,
Yeah.
I eat every like 2 to 3 hours, and if I don't,
and it's because you need it.
It's because I need it, and
not because it's a necessity.
It is a necessity.
Yeah.
It is. I will kill someone if I don't have food.
It is a necessity for you. Yeah.
So it's like I need it, and it also is like I've kind of conditioned my metabolism to operate that 100%. Way, and that's true. Has been great in one way because I love to eat, and I am like a fat kid at heart. I love food, but it's like a full-time job to be eating all the time.
It is.
Like when people get into bodybuilding or they get into like some sort of certain sports, it's like it's a part-time job. Just getting the calories that you need and the protein you need. Most of the females that I work with on their diet plan, they'll get their diet plan and they're like, what? This is so much food. How am I supposed to actually snatch up from this diet plan when I'm eating so much, the volume of food? Mm-hmm. Because most females are starving themselves, and most women think, well, the less I eat, the more calorie deficient I am, the better my body is going to look. And if you want to look, if you don't want that muscle density, if you don't want the muscle tone and the definition, maybe if you want to be small, that could work for you. Skinny fat is a thing for a reason, and it's like it's a really big mental block for them because they come from this idea of like the less, the better I look. And then I just say, trust the process, do it, eat, force yourself to eat for just a period of even 6 weeks. See what happens to your body. They look better. Their energy levels are so much higher. They are so toned. Their body is looking so like defined. And it's like, that's what they were really going for and thinking that they were going to achieve with starving yourself. But it's just so the opposite. Yeah. It is, and sometimes women love that. They're like, this is great. I didn't know I could eat like, a champ and look better for it. Yeah. It's very liberating in a way. Yep. But it does take time. It does. It doesn't takes time out of your day.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. People, it's funny. Most people come in and they're talking about weight loss. They're like, dude, I eat like a bird. I don't know why I have like weight problems.
You're like, this is why.
And it's like, well, yeah, your body doesn't work like that because it actually needs the energy. Mm-hmm. So it's just going to store it instead to ensure that it still has it.
Yes. Like out of survival and stress and cortisol. Exactly. That's what's happening with your body.
Exactly. So the reason you have a weight problem is actually probably because you don't get enough calories.
You're eating like a bird. Yeah. Well, I say to people like, just if there's one thing you could prioritize is just make sure your protein levels are on point. True. If you don't track anything else and you don't pay attention to anything else, just get the right amount of protein. Yep. Most people are not getting that. Yep. Especially like females. They're like, what? You want me to get 120 grams of protein? Do you know how much food that is? And it's like, well, a shake. There's some powders. Put some collagen in your tea. Like there's lots of different ways.
That's where supplementation will definitely help.
You don't have to just be shoveling food all day.
Because 120 grams of protein on chicken is quite a bit of chicken.
It's a lot of chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hefty.
Yeah. Sure. You got to choke that down.
Yeah. So cognitive.
Yes.
I know you want to talk about that.
So yes.
Because that's a big thing for you.
It's big, you've had brain fog. We've all had, I've also neurodivergent, ADD, whatever you want to call it.
Aren't we all these days though?
I mean,
I feel like society's just created that now.
I feel like everybody is.
Yeah.
And I feel like, our environment doesn't exactly help. And we've kind of been conditioned to be this way. And, but like one of the reasons why I'm very passionate about mental health is I grew up kind of having poor mental health and having some struggles in that area, anxiety, depression, some really low points. And I think everybody does. Yeah. But it was, it can be really crippling. I was sort of in a place where it was like not a great quality of life. And so I was also getting constant migraines and like just brain fog. And it was just like, that's no way to live. I learned the connection with gut health and how that will help my brain health. But also your brain health requires nutrition also. And you need to feed it things that help it. So like for me that, like there's a hefty dose of MCT oil in here, which is great. It has, it's a total herbal complex, but essentially when you take it, you can take it in water. I do it in coffee. You can put it in a smoothie, but it's nutrition for your brain. And it really turns on this clean cognitive clarity and energy and focus that is no stimulants. There's no caffeine in there. And it really, I love this one. This one's a secret weapon. You got to have this one too.
Yeah.
I'll send you a whole box. You guys need to try all the products.
Yeah, I'm down.
But nootropics are, so many people are really dependent on Adderall. Like I was prescribed Adderall for a number of years, and it was like there's these side effects and what it does to you internally. There's some questionable things that come along with the Adderall, just casual prescription. And if you were to just be able to feed the brain the nutrition that it needs, rely on more natural things like nootropics and adaptogenics and things like that, you don't have to be reliant on these medications, and you can function great with amazing focus, no crash, no like jitters. So, and this is another one that we love for fighters as well, because also they're getting hit in the head a lot.
They do.
And that, it gives that protection. There's also lutein, which helps with that blue light block, that protecting us from that screen light that's happening all day. We're just literally bombarded by blue light. Our sleep patterns are disrupted as a result of it. So this helps with, ultimately as a result, sleep quality.
Yep.
But just good mental health.
Yeah.
Because do you guys do testing for cognitively, you just have to be functioning right in order to perform in life, right?
Yes. So there are tests that you can do for we can do testing on like neurotransmitter function. There are several tests that you can run specific to obviously neurological function. PJ is a perfect person to bring up. WAVIs, that's what they do, is ensuring, all right, you have theta and beta, I think.
Those waves, yes.
Those waves, and they have to function in balance. Like you can't be high on one and be low on the other. Very similar to the gut. Everything in the body is balance. That's why moderation is key.
Yes.
Because everything is cyclical and everything needs to be in balance. And our life just isn't in balance. But to go back to your point, I think that if you can optimize the areas that we're focused on is obviously the gut, the hormones, and ensuring obviously your metabolic health is there. Your micronutrient health is there. Thyroid obviously can play a huge role in that.
Big part of that.
So if you can get all of those optimized and in balance, typically your mental health and your cognitive function is there.
Yes.
Not always.
Totally.
There's obviously going to be those outliers where a genetic test maybe could help. And maybe we do bring in like a neurotransmitter, or we start utilizing WAVI and more capacity. But as of right now, I just think that if you can get your other systems in balance, I think that there's benefit.
That's kind of the starting point.
It's a starting
and then
point,
it trickles down. I mean, all of the neurotransmitters sent to your brain, the happy chemicals, are created in the gut. So it's like
exactly. Serotonin's I think the number one hormone that's actually produced from the gut, or in conjunction with the gut.
Yeah, as a result of gut health. So it's like, you're depressed? Well, try to fix this first.
Yeah, and then you're going to take an SSRI instead.
Yeah.
And
which actually
ruin
makes it
your
worse.
Yeah. It's well, that's a whole nother topic.
Yes.
But I think that there's a huge benefit for this, because it's something that if I'm struggling with brain fog and cognitive function, and I'm coming to Elixium to fix that, it's a long-term fix. Like, this is something that's going to take time. It's not going to be like, hey, tomorrow after we fix your hormones, you're going to be super clear. This is something though that it's like, hey, you need to take this.
Yeah.
Regardless, I think it's a benefit, but you're going to actually feel different after you take it.
Totally.
Like it's something that
and a
is more
compounded
acute.
effect for some of them. I mean, exactly. Like the brain activate, you can feel the first time you take it.
Immediately.
Like the gut health straw, you can feel something the first time you take it, but a compounded effect is better.
Exactly.
Building up those
It
probiotics.
Yeah.
Totally. I mean, I think it's just all part of it. Like it takes a while for the body to get back into homeostasis.
Yeah, it didn't happen overnight.
No.
And it's not going to happen
You didn't do the damage overnight.
That's just so frustrating about the weight loss component. It's like you have the GLP-1s now, which we have.
Yes.
We are
and they're a great
super conservative
tool
with it because it's the right person.
Yes.
It's like, I need to lose 5 pounds. That person's not a GLP-1 candidate. But again, it didn't happen overnight. It's not, you're not going to lose 50 pounds in a month. And you shouldn't.
It still needs to be paired with a
lifestyle
change,
yes.
a nutrition change, and also
100%.
like resistance training. At least like I'm
resistance
always
training and high protein.
Yes. Like if you do not, because the GLP-1s, what a lot of people don't realize is it's a great tool for dropping the weight.
Mm-hmm.
Great. And I think it's great for people that really need it. It's like life changer.
Oh, 100%.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But also your bone density is compromised the longer you take this peptide. And like even your muscle density and the amount of muscle that you're able. So you can get into the skinny fat territory and then also like the bone density where you are getting injured easier. You are literally breaking bones easier. It makes you vulnerable to all of the kind of functional mishaps that can happen with poor muscle and bone density. So if you are taking a GLP-1, promise yourself you will resistance train just like 3 times a week. Just some weights, hit your every muscle group. Work with a coach, reach out to me, whatever. Just get that basis covered, or else you will also potentially have a yo-yo effect where you will gain it all back.
Yep.
Or there's serious implications with your bone density and your fragility as a human. And as you get into aging, it gets scarier. We don't even really know the effects that these have later in life yet.
We don't.
So,
and that's with a lot of things, to be honest with you.
Totally.
I mean, even peptides. It's like,
it's a new.
We tell people all the time, there's not many side effects that we know of.
Yeah. We don't know yet.
I don't know 10, 15 years from now if there are going to be side effects.
Down the road.
But that's with everything. So.
You might have a mustache, lady.
Yes. That's one of the common side effects.
You could grow
for peptides.
Chest hair.
Oof.
Depending.
That wouldn't be
on
good.
The peptide.
That would not be ideal at all.
No.
You could hit a different market though. Yeah.
There's an ass for every seat.
That's exactly right. And there's many asses for that seat right now. So
exactly.
It could work.
Exactly.
But yeah, going back to your point, I mean, the GLP-1s, I think the reason there's more bone density issues with it is probably because of the lack of resistance training.
Yes.
And that's what's actually
because it's a shortcut. They're like, well, why would I?
And they lose a ton of weight.
Yeah.
Where, okay, if you're used to carrying 250 pounds of weight, your bones are used to carrying 250 pounds of weight. Now you lose 50, 60 pounds and you're not resistance training. You're not eating the protein that you need. Obviously, your bones are they're going to be affected by that. So there's going to be a component to, you've kind of been resistance training your entire life with the extra weight and now you've lost it. And so you have to continue that in order to keep that bone density up.
Yeah.
So because I've seen a lot of articles saying specifically GLP-1s themselves are decreasing bone density. And I'm like, that's actually not the case. Because GLP-1s by themselves don't do that.
It's a combination.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
It's not like the GLP-1 is targeting bone density and saying, hey, we're going to create osteoporosis and all of these other issues. It's again, a byproduct of you're taking this shortcut. Is now what's happening.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but I agree with you completely.
Yeah. I just think it's something really important to keep in mind for people where it's like, and guess what? You're going to feel even more amazing if you adopt all these other healthier habits.
Yeah.
But, habit building is tough.
It is. And it's hard to do a lifestyle change when you're seeing improvement, which is extremely difficult. So it's hard to get that commitment from people.
Start to rest on your laurels. You're like, well.
Yes, exactly.
Why would I?
Exactly.
Why would I work so hard?
I lost 60 pounds with semaglutide. I'll just stay on this the rest of my life and we should be good.
Yeah.
That's not how it should work.
No.
It's but it's hard to get that buy-in. It's like, all right, let's completely change your lifestyle during the next 62 weeks. Let's say that you're on the semaglutide. Like, how do you do that effectively? Because you obviously can't force anyone to do anything.
No.
You know that.
Right.
Because you try and do that as a trainer.
Yeah, I can give you the blueprint. Are you going to follow it? I don't know. That's up to you.
And it'll always be your fault as to why they have not been successful.
Well, and I think another part of it is like knowing that the habits are so annoying the first like 21 days. Just give it like 3 weeks.
Yep.
3 weeks of it's going to feel like pulling teeth and like you hate this and why am I doing this? And then it gets to be a point where all of a sudden now it's a habit. Now it feels more natural. It feels like more of a part of your day. And then you get to a point where you don't feel the same without that discipline.
Right.
Like you don't even feel good unless you have those habits in place. Like if I didn't get my workout in, I'm a bitch, you know, or if I'm eating like trash for an entire weekend in a row, I'm not feeling great the next week, you know, and then you're like, no, I want to rebound back, get back on the train because of how good all of this felt. But just know it's going to be like a month of feeling like the exact opposite of what you want to do.
Yep.
And that's where the mental toughness needs to come in and the commitment to the life that you're envisioning for yourself. Why did you even start this in the first place? Let's emotionally connect to that. And then let's like really visualize. Like a big part of it is the mental aspect of like visualizing that this is possible for you to be this next fitter, healthier, energetic version of yourself. And like really connect to why you're even doing this. It makes the habits a little bit easier, but you have to like, that is inner work. Like that is the work that nobody can do for you.
Yeah.
And if you are losing motivation, we all lose motivation.
We all do.
You know, we all lose motivation, but it's also like you have to course correct if you want better for yourself. And at the end of the day, it's a self-love thing.
Yeah.
You know? So it's also that woo-woo mental health.
Well, and
therapy,
I don't disagree with that because I feel like weight management is almost the number one component to that is cognitive and mental health. So as a trainer, how do you combat that first month?
You know, I always tell people, I'm like, okay, I'll give you your program. It's tough because like back when I was in LA, I was working with clients one-on-one. I was literally meeting with them 3 times a week. It was like I was in the trenches with them and it made that connection so much stronger and my accountability and the ability to hold them accountable so much stronger. So it's been tricky transitioning to my apps and working with clients from all over the world. It's been great. It's allowed me to grow, reach more people, but it's also tricky because I'm also still counting on them to hold up their end of the bargain. So we have, you know, check-ins, we have a group support chat that everybody's in on. And I have the coaching calls. It's like, you know, there's a lot of their own self-accountability tools on my program and app and tracking all of these things. I have so many functions that will allow that for them, but whether they do that or not it can be tough. So, you know, I really like my Zoom clients also where it's like, look, we have an appointment every week or multiple times a week. And you know that I'm holding you accountable. With the group, I can go live. You guys ask me questions. I'm accessible, but it is tricky.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you kind of have to know when you're signing up for a program and you're signing up working with a coach, at the end of the day, you have to be doing the work.
Right.
So you're paying for this. You wanted this. And I try to give them as many tools from the beginning, but you know, it can be a challenge.
Yeah. I agree. I've always said that we should only take on like weight loss clients and like weight loss, meaning like I need to lose 100 pounds type of people if they are seeing a therapist because it's almost hand in hand.
Totally. So, or like at a minimum journal. Like
at a minimum,
a daily brain dump, check in, you know, visualizing what you're wanting for and what the path that you're going on.
Sure.
I have
Do you have a prompt?
Yeah, I have a 6-step journaling routine that I give my clients where I'm like,
I would love to see that.
If you do this every day, I can tell you this 6-step thing right now.
Do it.
It is the cheapest, most effective therapy tool, mental health tool I've ever discovered. And it was like a combination of like just different advice. So first thing in the morning, you've heard of morning pages. You get up, you stream of consciousness write for 3 full pages. And it actually doesn't take that long when your brain's going. Usually we wake up in the morning with anxiety.
And you're writing everything that comes to mind.
Good, bad, ugly. I say you rip up the pages when you're done. So speak as freely as you need to. Okay. Stream of consciousness. Don't worry about punctuation, grammar. If you skip to the second thought in the middle of one, just go.
Yeah.
Get it out. It's kind of like taking a shit for your brain. Get it out of there.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that, you're going to write 10 things that you are grateful for.
Okay.
10 things then that you are worthy of after that. So what am I worthy of? What do I deserve? Because sometimes we can think of like, okay, I can think of 10 little things, even big or small. I'm grateful for my watch, my dog.
Gratefulness is easier.
Gratitude is easier.
Yeah.
What you're worthy of can be a big eye opener into how much shame you have going on and how much like limiting beliefs you have going on.
Sure.
Do I believe I'm worthy of like the salary that I want? Do I believe that I'm worthy of like this healthy relationship? Or do I actually think that I'm a piece of shit? Right. So can I even cuss on this podcast? I'm sorry. I was like, whoops. I guess I'm
completely authentic. So
past that point, but
you.
The worthiness thing is big, and it's more of like a reflection on like checking in with yourself. Then visualize 10 things, whether it's today or in 5 years, going ideal case scenario for you. And just even a couple details. Okay, you know what? Today I'm going to have my workout. I'm going to feel so energized and I'm going to look so good and feel so confident. Cool. That's 1. 2, in 5 years, I am going to have the coolest wedding and I'm going to look amazing and blah, 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 whatever. 10 of those. And then you're going to put down your day map, or excuse me. The last 2 steps, 10 affirmations, I am statements. So these are also things that are tied into everything you just wrote down. What am I worthy of? I am confident. I am a good person. I am wealthy. Like whatever you're envisioning for your life, the ideal version of you, put those down in I am statements. They are really powerful and they are really powerful. There's something powerful about writing it with your hand and a pen. You know, it's like getting it out of your brain and getting it into like, that's where things come to fruition and become an actual reality, is when you actually believe that this stuff is possible for yourself. The last step is a functional tool that really helped my ADD ass, where it was, okay, my day map. Now that I have my mindset right, what does my day look like? Where are the gaps in my day? Where am I fitting in my workout? Even if that means I have a 20-minute slot between meetings, I'm going to get in a 20-minute cardio or a 20-minute HIIT workout or whatever. Where are the priorities? Okay, when am I preparing my meal, my nutritious meal or my meal prep? Where are the priorities of my life, my relationships, things that matter to me? Because sometimes we just get bopped around all day of just like everybody else's like needs from us. And then we don't have the ability to like direct our life in the way that aligns with all of these values that we just wrote down. Mm-hmm. So I found that when I was doing that like daily or every other day, my life operates so much smoother and I am so much more in alignment with like, who do I want to be? Like, what is the better version of myself? And so I think with clients, when they're first starting this out, it's because ultimately they weren't feeling great about themselves because they wanted to change. They wanted to get to the next level. Well, guess what? So much of this is in your mind.
Yeah. Like,
yes, you can diet and exercise and take all the supplements. If your mind is not right, this is not going to stay together, this routine that you're putting together. And it's going to feel so annoying. All these things are not, it's not the path of least resistance. You're signing up for work. So you got to remind yourself, why am I working? What am I working towards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'll send you the little 6 steps.
Yeah. Well, now
You're welcome.
I have it permanently. It's on video. I can continuously watch it.
You can watch this clip over and over.
Over and over.
We're just going to make it a GIF.
Yes. Yes. I'm going to put it
A
as
20-minute GIF.
Oh, they just go forever.
Yeah.
Just on
like that.
replay.
I like that.
It is a good tool.
That's a solid tool.
People love it. I mean, it takes a little time. I always give myself like 20 minutes. Just don't worry about handwriting. You rip. And then at the end, I rip the pages up or I burn them, and it's like a symbolism. Unless I want to hang on to like some of the positive affirmations, but like the brain dump, release that.
Yeah.
Like you don't need that. Just get rid of it.
Yeah.
That's when people fester, like you allow these things to fester and there's no outlet for them.
Right.
That's when people go crazy. That's when people like act up, because it's like, it's just sitting there festering. Get it out of your head. How much better do we feel when we vent to a friend? We're having an issue, depending on the friend, somebody that we trust.
That's fair.
When you're like, I have this issue, it's bothering me, I'm overthinking it, all this stuff. You finally or talk to a therapist. It's like this release.
Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes it's just the acknowledging that this is actually what's going on in your inner world that allows you to like solve the issue.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's just your own way of doing it yourself and not sounding crazy to someone else. That's where you can say the worst dark things ever. You just rip that up. Nobody needs to see that.
Yeah.
I set mine on fire sometimes.
Yeah, I guess depending on the
if it's like a new moon maybe, or the full moon.
I'll light it on fire. It's ritualistic.
It's a ritual, and then I burn sage. Let those demons out.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. Journaling has always been an issue for me, for sure.
What's your mental health tool? Do you have a therapist?
The thing is, I don't. Yeah, I have I guess counselor that I see. Not necessarily a therapist, but yeah.
I have somebody on dial when I need. I think everybody needs that.
Yeah. I have someone that I can text for sure anytime that I need someone. Mm-hmm. Without a doubt. But yeah, I've always struggled with that, for sure.
I think men do more than women. Like
possibly.
Men have like more of a stuff it down.
Yes.
Let me just stuff it down. And I think that it's really good to like normalize that men need to like have these outlets.
Yep.
Because you're kind of meant to be tough and whatever and just deal with it. It's a lot more normalized in a female conversation to be like, oh, I was talking to my therapist.
Sure.
Where men, it's sort of like.
If I were to say to a buddy, I'm talking to my therapist, they're probably going to be like what was that? You have a therapist? Like, what's wrong with you?
It's like, we're humans. We all need a sounding board.
Yes.
It's a sound. Just think of it as a sounding board. Don't even think of it as like a therapist. Like, I'm crazy.
Yeah.
That's not how it goes.
Yeah. Therapy has definitely gotten more mainstream.
Definitely.
In my opinion. And I think it should.
Yeah.
In some instances. There's negatives to therapy, in my opinion, but
you can overanalyze.
Mm-hmm. They put things in your head that aren't actually true.
Yes.
I hate the fact that it's always about your upbringing or about your father or about your mother or what issues you had. And it's like
clinical therapy.
I've gotten over all those things, or it wasn't that bad. Yeah. And then somehow 2 sessions later, you're like, man, my father sucks.
Yeah. I had a horrible childhood.
It's like, how did I go from my childhood was great to, God, it's my dad's fault.
Yes.
Like everything.
Totally. Like a little bit of like a victim. Dude, it like allows the victim mindset. It can. God, it's so bad. That's why you have to find the right therapist.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree with you for sure.
But I think even having that mental health outlet, getting back to everything like physique, aesthetic wise, bodily function, wellness, when you can have these practices mentally, it does lower cortisol.
Yeah.
It does help release happy chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
It does help get you back to homeostasis even hormonally, because like when you're stressed and you're pent up and you're pissed, your hormones are going haywire.
Yeah.
And so is your gut, and so is everything else. So it's like, even if it's just for the fact of just health and the way you look, make it be a vanity thing. Have a mental health practice. And it doesn't mean that you are crazy or that you need therapy or that you're mentally ill. It means you're optimizing all these other things.
Yeah.
So
because mental health is a portion.
Totally.
It's just, I think, blown out of proportion these days. It's like the number one thing.
Totally.
Literally the number one health topic is
Mhm.
mental health.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's
As it should be. There's a lot of dickheads out there.
That's true.
We have
That's
a lot
true.
of terrible people in the world.
That's true. But is it mental health related? I don't think it all is mental health related personally.
No.
I think it's
They say it would be their father.
It's probably their dad.
Probably their dad's fault.
You're right.
Let's just-
I hate my dad.
We're actually just going to put it at that. It's
What's
your
that
dad's
movie?
fault regardless.
Big Daddy. You're right. I
Yes.
hate my dad.
Big Daddy.
He's like, it's you're not mad at me, man. It's your dad.
That's like the go-to for everything, especially with men. It's like, it was definitely your dad.
Fault.
Without a doubt.
Dad's fault.
Have that Goodwill Hunting moment.
Oh.
It's not your fault.
It's
not
not
your
your
fault.
fault.
It's not your fault.
Dude.
He's like, you're right. Oh man,
Such a
how
good-
much
that's
pressure
the-
does that put on you as a dad now? You're a new dad?
Yes.
New dad.
Well, no, I have a 5-year-old,
Oh, you have
but I have my first boy.
yes, and you have
was
a
3 months. It's
3 months.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge.
Oh,
that's
I've
big.
yeah.
That is a
It is
big, like,
huge.
daunting thing.
Yes.
Where you're like, wow, everything I do affects this child, and he's going to probably be talking about me in therapy one day, and his therapist is probably going to throw me under the bus.
Oh, I have no doubt. Honestly, that's like all of parenting is like,
Yeah.
how bad am I going to screw up my kid?
Literally.
Like, how can I decrease the amount of therapy that they need in the future? That's all it is.
Yeah.
There's no way that you're going to be like,
You can't be the perfect parent.
you can't.
You just can't.
You're gonna.
Even
fuck
when
up.
you are, they resent you for being the perfect parent. You know, it's
Do
like
they?
you'll always. I've known plenty of people where they're like, "She was just so perfect," and it's like, well, what more could you ask for? If she was a terrible mom, you'd be mad at her for that. I think we just have parents. It's like
I'm jealous that I don't have the trauma that all my friends have. I can't bond with them the same
You're
way.
like, wow, I actually had a pretty good
Yeah.
childhood.
there is a factor of that too.
So when you're an asshole, you have no excuse.
Yeah, because you had perfect parents.
You're like, well, I guess my parents were really nice. I don't know. I guess I'm just the dickhead here.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Yeah, maybe it is me.
Wait, maybe it is my fault. Shit, I never thought about it that way. My therapist told me it was my dad.
Yeah, I'm still hanging
This
on
sucks.
to that one.
Yeah, it's definitely a catch-22
Mhm.
for sure. But yeah, it's been interesting. The parenting thing has been
Yes.
interesting.
Will you guys help? Do you guys do fertility stuff? You do a little bit.
Yes, but we're
have
definitely
some-
not
you're-
fertility.
You're not specialists, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you can help optimize people to a certain level
Yes.
to get to that point.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would definitely not send anyone to us for that.
I'm like, he's going to make you have a baby.
Don't do that.
David and David will get you preggers. Now,
That's
I
what
mean,
the new fertility clinic is going to be called. David and David.
David.
Fertility clinic. It's now happening.
David and David.
The LLC was
Second,
just
that's what the
developed.
second location's all about.
Yes, David and David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knows better about pregnancy than 2 men.
That's literally.
Yeah.
We'll show you how.
That's- yeah. My dad has he's got a way though. Man, the amount of people that he's gotten in a position to where it's like, oh yeah, we're pregnant now. It only took a couple months and we've been trying for a year. It's insane. But we're not fertility specialists, going back to that.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But yes, we can absolutely do tests that would indicate, hey, these are probably some things that you should change
Mhm.
in order to become more.
Just hormonally in general.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
guys have those tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can definitely do that for sure.
Yeah. Because we're kind of talking to you guys. I'm working with Alyssa.
Mm-hmm.
Chris is working with David Sr.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to figure that out. But obviously, the fertility specialist thing is a whole other
Yeah.
racket, honestly.
Are you guys concerned?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been some concern because it hasn't really been sticking. It's been some trying and not happening. So
you guys have been actively
yeah. I mean, I guess there's probably some more precision that could be
Sure.
implemented,
Yeah.
which is now the next step. But it's like, well, I was always warned how easy it was to get pregnant.
trying? And here we are, 5 years.
Here
down the
we
road.
are.
That's
Why
interesting. Okay.
is that not happening? So
Yeah.
we're working with you guys. I mean, I love working with you guys. I have a lot of
Thank you.
clients that love working with you guys. Even just little things, because yes, am I passionate about all of these health markers? But does it mean that I'm in perfect levels all the time? Absolutely not. I know how important these levels are for feeling your best.
Yeah.
And in operating at your best. But it doesn't mean that I don't have times where I'm like, hey, I need some help. I need to, optimize my gut health better,
Sure.
or I need to optimize my hormones, or times of stress where it was like I could tell my hormones were out of whack just from the amount of stress and just nonstop that we were going and traveling constantly. And he is fighting and I'm launching things for my business. And it was just like depleted.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey guys, let's do some labs. I did labs today to check in with you guys. Okay, what's happening with everything?
Right.
And so when I'm like preaching about all of this to my clients, I always like to tell people like, I'm also not the perfect specimen where all of this is constantly in balance.
Yeah.
It is literally a practice and a balancing act at all times because we are humans and we live in an environment where we're constantly being bombarded by disruptors for our health and our hormones. Yeah. So we always have to circle back, get back on the right habits, get back in the right regimen, no matter how healthy you are. Some people are the blessed chosen few that just never have any issues with any of this stuff, but
it's true.
That isn't me. And that's why I got into this.
Yeah.
Just because I know how much that life sucks and how much better life can be.
100%.
So,
and I think that almost everything is against us when it comes to health optimization. Literally everything.
Like your laundry soap, your shampoo,
your lotion,
your perfume, your
then
cologne.
You go and drink your water, and it doesn't matter what type of water you drink. There's always going to be an issue. It's whether the bottle is plastic, glass, or whatever. And then where did the water come from? Is it distilled? Is it filtered? Did it come from tap? Whatever. It's a constant struggle.
Totally.
It is impossible to live an optimized natural lifestyle.
Totally. Endotoxins are piling up in one way or another at all times, just even from being in this room. The lights, the technology. 100%. It's like there's no who's drinking
there's
alcohol?
There's no alcohol in there. We were joking.
Drink up.
It is sponsored by Hendrix.
And the gut health straw.
And the gut health straw, which is combating all of the alcohol.
Which honestly, it's like canceling each other out.
Yes.
It's doing some good there.
Yes, I agree.
But yeah, I think like that's one of the reasons why like saunas are so important and like detoxification regularly. You have to do all these things, but that's why it's so much work. It's like a full-time job to just like,
because while we have all of these things that are completely counterintuitive to health, we have a slew of things that are essentially resources and tools that are claimed to be the end all be all. Like cold plunge. That's all you need is a cold plunge. And then you're going to be healthy. I mean, there are so many resources out there that people are like, this is exhausting. Like I just need, and we've said this before, I need like one trusted person to guide me to, hey, these are the 5 things that you just need to start doing. Are all these things great? Would it be great to have a sauna in your house? Yes. Would it be great to have a cold plunge? 100%. Is red light therapy helpful? Of course it is.
Right.
That there's so many things. A humidifier in your room, constant temperature control in your house.
Blue light blocking glasses.
It's constant.
Past 8 p.m.
And then you have the unhealthy people that are wearing blue light glasses, and you're like, there are a couple things that I would probably do that are going to be more beneficial than the blue light glasses. I don't think that's why you're 100
They're like,
pounds
well, I have
overweight.
the one thing.
Yeah. I got one thing down. My blue light absorption is minimal while I'm eating a Krispy Kreme donut and scrolling.
Exactly. But I'm blocking the blue on my scroll.
It's like, what's priority number 1?
Yes.
And it's finding that person that's actually going to tell you the truth and not be, which is someone like, I mean, you're a perfect example of that. It's like, yeah, you have all of these supplements, but ultimately if someone came to you and they had gut health issues, you'd probably send them to get a gut test first. You're not going to be like, oh, just drink out of my straw.
The straw will fix it.
This is it. This is literally all you need.
Yeah.
Is this beneficial? 100%.
Right.
But is that like the end all be all?
No, it's in tandem with like so many other things. I think that's why people get, they get lazy.
Yeah.
We get a little lazy.
Yep, I agree.
We want to rest on our laurels.
Where are
So
we at on
people,
time?
don't be lazy.
An hour and about 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
I think we're good.
Time
anything
flies.
that you
No,
want to talk about?
I don't think so.
Because we technically have 2 hours.
Yeah. I mean, what else? I mean, there's the sleep support. I don't know if you guys have a sleep protocol or even have anything to...
We don't. And sleep is like the hardest thing to fix.
Yeah.
Ever. Because again, it's cyclical.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I actually didn't even read your sleep support.
So, well, the sleep support, we actually just launched this on the website.
Sleep breathing?
It's amazing for
it's
sleep.
in here?
Sleep breathing. If you're a snorer, like I can be sometimes, it's boxing's fault. It's an herbal complex, but I'm not a big fan of like melatonin.
Yeah. No.
Unless in certain cases, like I know melatonin can be beneficial for fertility, or it can be, there's instances where you can use it, but I'm not a big fan of taking it every time you need help going to sleep.
No, and I think doesn't your body gets used to it. It's habit forming.
Stops like producing its own natural production.
Yeah.
It's better to kind of like regulate
It's
your
like
own
cannabinoids
circadian
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cannabinoids.
Yeah.
It's hard to give up.
I've never been one to use it.
Really?
But I know personally from other people that it's terrible.
It can be. Actually, as sad as I am to say this, because I was a big cannabinoid user.
Yeah.
And there's also a lot of recovery benefits in a way, but then there's also like a lot of like disadvantages too.
For sure.
And even just with this whole fertility journey, I didn't realize how bad THC use was for fertility, like chronic THC use, which is chronic, no pun intended. It was very much chronic use in our household. Yeah. It was like you get home, you take an edible, you go to bed. So
you were an edible person?
Yeah.
Fair enough. And there was no smoking going on in that
never.
house. Definitely not.
We don't smoke.
No. It's terrible for you.
But it was like cannabis. You justify all these things. You're like, oh, it's like an herb and whatever.
Yeah.
And then,
it's easy to do.
It does become habit forming. It did for us.
Yeah.
And then it was like, let's take a minute and take a break and stop using this. It was really hard. It was way harder than I thought it was going to be. Yeah. But then went down the rabbit hole of all the studies, and I'm like, dang. It was like the truth that I didn't want to face about THC use.
That's
I was
fair.
like,
that's fair.
This is crushing, soul crushing.
I've heard that from many THC users.
Sad.
To where it's like, well, yeah, this is like a crutch now. Like I can't sleep without it. But anyways, going back to the sleep product.
I mean, I do think that obviously gut health and hormonal health are huge, but if there's one habit you could optimize to like fix a slew of issues, is sleep quality. Yeah. If you can hack your sleep quality and get better sleep quality and more, depending on how much you need, but like just quality REM sleep, that is going to help with your metabolism, with your brain health, hormone, gut, everything. So it trickles down to all of the areas. And so if you can find a natural herbal solution that helps with your deep sleep, that obviously is going to optimize so many areas. So we have the sleep formula, which is...
So is this something that you can take? Does it help go to sleep?
It helps you go to sleep, but it's not like a sedative.
Okay.
And there's no melatonin. So it's not going to like, when you take it, you're not going to like knock out. It's you take it about an hour before bed, and then I just always notice such a better quality.
Sure.
I wake up and I feel rested.
Right.
Versus I feel so lethargic because I took this sedative last night, and now I can't even wake up. Yeah. So I love the sleep formula, but it's very natural. It's non-habit forming. Yeah. It's an herbal supplement, and
super helpful.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because sleep's a huge component. I mean, everyone struggles with sleep to some capacity.
Totally. And again, people have the crutch of the Ambien and like a Xanax before bed. Just take a benzo and you're just down, and it's like
it's not quality. It's like there's nothing actually good about it. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, for those that don't sleep, you wonder like, is that the better alternative to not sleeping?
Totally.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Yeah, insomnia is a tricky one.
Yeah.
I know some people that are literally like, my dad's the guy that's like, I need 4 hours.
Which is fine.
He's like, I don't need more than that. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
But I would die with just 4 hours of sleep
Yeah.
on a consecutive basis. I am like a
consistently.
sleep princess, like the princess in the pea.
Dude, my wife is like that.
I need the mask.
It's 8 hours.
Oh,
And
if
it's
it's
like
not 8
not a
hours?
minute. She's the one that like,
anything
she
below?
looks at her clock and she's like, so if I go to bed right now, it's like 8.5 hours. And I'm like,
yeah,
fantastic.
that's how I am.
And she's like, we have to go like 8 hours.
And
at a
good,
minimum.
and she is all the better for it.
Yeah.
But you're just saying you can get away with less.
Oh, 100%.
You're not as sensitive
No.
to it. I am very sensitive to it.
Yeah.
Chris
she
is not.
obviously is too. Yeah.
I feel like men are a little more
Maybe
like
not.
resilient when it comes to sleep.
Yeah.
Women
Might be true.
do require for like hormone optimization a little
Is that
more
true?
sleep. Yeah. I've seen some studies on that.
Interesting.
Women do require a little bit more.
I'm going to do a video on that.
Yeah.
I got to dive into some research.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't meet a lot of women. Like you take PJ, for example. He never sleeps. The
Yeah.
guy never sleeps.
Right. He's the one that needs 3, 4.
Yeah.
He's up till 3.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
The guy is insane. He also never gets drunk, which is a whole nother topic.
So jealous.
Insane.
Never
I
gets
told him, I'm
hungover
like, he
is the
needs
bigger
to-
part.
Well, that's true too.
It's
But
the hangovers that I'm jealous about
He goes to the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning after
after
a night of
just
ridiculous drinking.
abuse to his body.
And I've told him, I'm like, there needs to be some sort of way to extract whatever
Mm-hmm.
protein or whatever that is. And
Chris
put a
has
supplement.
this. Chris has this gene where
He
he
has
can
it too?
drink and drink and drink. It's a gene.
I know.
And
Because
he
PJ, I've asked,
does
I'm like,
not get hungover. He'll kind of be like, maybe if it's like we really tied one on, he'll be like kind of tired. I'm like throwing up.
yes.
You know, he had a headache. He's like, I don't even, what does a headache feel like?
That's outrageous.
So rude. I wish I had that gene.
Oh, God, me too.
That would
At
be
the same
bad
time, though,
if
I
I
wish
had
I
that.
did not. I think it was given to the people that are like, you can handle
They're
it.
like, you can
You're going
abuse
to
your
be
body.
good. Because PJ's a decent, like, he doesn't drink often.
No,
He's fairly mellow. Whereas, like, if I had it, we'd have
it'd
issues.
be a nightmare.
It could be a nightmare.
The Incredible Hulk, alcoholic.
That's true. It wouldn't be great.
With no hang-up, no consequence.
Would not be great.
Well,
But-
cheers to that. It was so
Yes.
good being on. Thank you for having me. I
Thank
love
you.
all the work you guys do.
I appreciate
and I feel like we're going to have to do some little pop-up events or something
Oh,
with you
100%.
guys.
Yes.
We're trying to do more of those with the straws. And,
Yeah.
you know, you guys are expanding.
We are.
Very exciting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely. Slower than I want, but better.
We all are going slower than we want in
That's true.
business.
That's true. But
You
it's sometimes better that way.
Exactly.
No, I
Sustainable.
appreciate you being on for
Yes.
our 5 listeners.
Hey, guys.
It's a very intimate setting.
I hope you guys like that.
Yeah. I could probably list out names, but we're not going to do that. Just in case we hit 10.
No,
I
we're
don't wanna
hitting
leave
10
anyone
this
out.
week. We're hitting 10 for
Yeah,
sure.
For sure. No, I appreciate you.
Yeah, so good to be on.
And thanks, Gil.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Gil.
Shout out to Gil, who had the nice
And
parents.
Yovel, who's not here.
He had a good childhood and he's
Yeah.
not fucked up.
The best parents
Must
ever.
be nice.
Unbelievable. Everyone else has terrible parents.
Yeah, thanks, mom and dad.
We'll send that to them. All right.
Signing out.
Signing out.